Good morning and welcome to Richard Raw's Daily Meditation from the Centre for Action and Contemplation. The date today is Tuesday, the 19th of May, 2020. The theme for this week is Franciscan Ecological Wisdom, and the title for today's meditation is Cultivation, Not Domination. This is what Richard Raw says. St. Bonaventura, who lived between 1221 and 1274, taught that Christ, as a human being, shares with all creatures. Indeed, he possesses being with rocks, lives amongst the plants, senses with animals, and understands with angels. In saying this, Bonaventura wanted to give theological weight to the deep experience of St. Francis of Assisi, who lived between 1181 and 1226, who, as far as we know, was the first recorded Christian to call animals and elements and even the forces of nature by familial names: Sister, Mother Earth, Brother Wind, Sister Water, and Brother Fire. We cannot jump over this world or its woundedness and still try to love God. We must love God through, in, with, and even because of this world. This is the message Christianity was supposed to initiate, proclaim, and encourage, and what Jesus modelled. We were made to love and trust this world, to cultivate it and take care of it, as Genesis chapter 2 verse 15 puts it. But for some sad reason, we prefer to emphasize the statement earlier in Genesis, which seems to say that we should dominate the earth. Although God empties himself into creation, we humans have spent most of history creating systems to control and subdue that creation for our own purposes and profit, reversing the divine pattern. As Paul Swanson, co-host of my podcast, Another Name for Everything, puts it, quote, "The Franciscan mystics are known for their celebrated connection to being a part of nature and this world, as a mirror to which we pass over to God. There's such a naturalness to this perspective, yet the bulk of Christianity has seemed to pay no mind to this at all, with a theology of domination over the planet." Close quote. Franciscan sister and scientist Elia Dilio writes that Francis modelled a way of relating to creation with inherent dignity and equality rather than domination. She says, quote, "Francis did not consider himself at the top of the hierarchy of being, nor did he declare himself superior to the non-human creation. Rather, Francis saw himself as part of the creation. His spirituality overturned the spirituality of hierarchical ascent and replaced it with the spirituality of descending solidarity between humanity and all of creation. He found God in all creatures and identified with them as brother and sister, because he knew they shared with him the same beginning. By surrendering himself and daring everything for love's sake, the earth became his home and all creatures his brothers and sisters. That led him to love and respect the world around him and made him truly a man of peace. Only prayer, the Spirit of God, breathing in us, dwelling in our hearts, and joining us to Christ, can lead us like Francis to the contemplative vision of God's goodness in every creature and every living thing. The God within us is the God who permeates every aspect of our world, the one who is the source and goal of creation." Here ends the meditation for today. And again, can I encourage you to sign up to the Centre for Action and Contemplation, where you can receive these daily meditations in your own in-tray.